Acid reflux diet, 7 foods to eat and avoid. Gastroesophageal reflux disease, also known as GERD, is a digestive condition. But did you know it can also affect your sleep, breathing, and other bodily functions? Stay tuned to learn more about how you can mitigate acid reflux symptoms by making a few simple changes to your diet. When people hear acid reflux, they often think it means heartburn. While acid reflux does cause heartburn, it causes other symptoms as well, some of which are not even related to the digestive system. Acid reflux is irritation of the esophagus caused by acid from the stomach traveling up into the throat, and yes, it is as unpleasant as it sounds. In addition to pain and burning sensations in the chest, acid reflux can cause nausea, vomiting, trouble swallowing, throat soreness, and erosion of tooth enamel. If you experience these symptoms more than a couple times a week, you most likely have GERD. The short-term symptoms of acid reflux are bad enough, but GERD can have long-lasting, sometimes permanent effects, such as persistent coughing, trouble breathing, sleep difficulties, throat irritation, and even asthma. If left untreated for a long period of time, GERD can cause serious, life-threatening conditions such as throat cancer. On a brighter note, you can alleviate some of the symptoms of GERD with some dietary changes. Your diet plays a huge role in the management of GERD. There are a lot of foods that naturally counteract the effects of acid reflux. There are also many foods that are known to trigger and exacerbate GERD. Stay tuned to find out which foods you should eat and which ones you should avoid to lessen the effects of acid reflux. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you find this video useful. Foods that prevent acid reflux. Watermelon. Diluting stomach acid goes a long way in reducing GERD symptoms. One of the best ways to do this is by eating foods that are watery. Watermelons have high water content and are an effective and tasty way to thin out the acid in your stomach and prevent it from traveling to the esophagus. Almond butter. In case you need another reason to love almond butter, it's an acid reflux remedy. Almond butter is an alkaline food, which means it counteracts the acidity of bile. The same is true for other almond derivatives, as well as the nuts themselves. Switching to almond milk in your morning cereal can have a positive impact on your GERD symptoms. Plus, almonds are packed with vitamins and nutrients, which are always a good thing. Spinach. This leafy green is another alkaline food that balances out the acid in the stomach. Be sure to eat it raw because it loses much of its alkalinity after it is cooked. In addition to lessening GERD symptoms, spinach is also a superfood, loaded with tons of vitamins. It is a fun addition to salads and can also be eaten right out of the bag. Kale. Not a fan of spinach? Try incorporating some kale into your diet. It is also a superfood and neutralizes the acidity of bile with its high alkalinity. As is the case with spinach, fresh is better. Blend some into your smoothies or use it as a substitute for lettuce in your salads. Oatmeal. Eating foods high in fiber is a great way to stave off the uncomfortable symptoms of acid reflux. Overeating is one of the main causes of heartburn. Fiber-rich foods make you feel fuller for longer periods of time, which prevents overeating. Oatmeal is very high in fiber, and it reduces acid in the stomach through absorption. It promotes healthy digestion, which helps to keep GERD at bay, and is packed with nutrients that are great for your heart and overall health. There are many fun ways to incorporate oatmeal into your diet. You can enjoy it on its own, add some oats into your pancakes, or if you're pressed for time, try slow cooking them or finding an overnight oats recipe. You could even prepare your oatmeal with almond milk for twice the acid-reducing benefits. Pineapple. Pineapple is a fun, flavorful way to keep acid reflux at bay. It has anti-inflammatory properties and promotes healthy digestion, and better digestion means less GERD symptoms. As an added bonus, pineapple has tons of vitamins, including vitamin C, and it can rev up your metabolism. Fresh pineapple is best for counteracting heartburn. You could eat it on its own or add some to your smoothie. Ginger. Ginger is an acid reflux natural remedy. It is well known for settling upset stomachs. Ginger contains melatonin, which helps decrease digestive acid. In addition, ginger naturally prevents and reduces inflammation. To increase your ginger intake, try adding some fresh, minced ginger to your smoothie or salad. You could also make tea from ginger by letting it sit in boiled water for a few minutes. For even more protection against GERD, try adding some fresh lemon to your ginger tea. Foods that trigger acid reflux. Avoiding the wrong foods is just as important as eating the right ones when it comes to mitigating the effects of GERD. Now that we've talked about the foods you should eat to prevent the discomforts of acid reflux, let's take a look at the foods you should stay away from. Coffee. No one wants to hear this, but coffee can trigger and worsen acid reflux. Coffee contains a lot of caffeine, and caffeine is known to cause GERD flare-ups. The same is true of other caffeinated beverages, including some teas and sodas. Try switching to decaffeinated coffee or drinking decaf teas instead if you rely on coffee for a good energy boost. As many of us do, there is some good news. Many of the foods that lessen GERD symptoms are also natural energy boosters. If you find yourself missing your morning caffeine buzz, try eating more greens, nuts, fruits, and lean meats. Soft drinks. Sodas and soft drinks are terrible for acid reflux for several reasons. Many of these products are caffeinated, and as we mentioned earlier, caffeine triggers acid reflux. Soft drinks are carbonated, and carbonation is a big no-no when trying to keep heartburn at bay. The air bubbles in soda can cause stomach pain, which fuels the fires of acid reflux. Also, non-diet soft drinks contain a lot of sugar, which is known to cause GERD flare-ups. If you suffer from chronic acid reflux, stay away from soda. Try switching to caffeine-free, non-carbonated beverages like water or decaf iced tea. Anything fried. Here comes another hard truth. Fried foods are major triggers for GERD. Unfortunately, this includes French fries, mozzarella sticks, potato chips, chicken tenders, onion rings, and any other fried food you can think of. Fatty foods prevent the lower esophagus from closing off to prevent stomach contents, including acid, from traveling back up. Consider switching to healthier cooking methods such as air frying, baking, and grilling. High fat or processed meats. Foods that are high in fat or processed are known for triggering acid reflux flare-ups. This includes beef, bacon, sausage, and deli meats. These foods are not easily digestible, and they tend to hang around the stomach for long periods of time. As a result, the lower esophagus becomes relaxed and fails to seal off acid from the stomach. To avoid the pain and discomfort of GERD, switch to lean unprocessed meats, such as chicken breasts, turkey breasts, and pork tenderloins. You should also avoid frying these meats. Instead, try cooking them in the oven or grilling them. Anything spicy. If you suffer from acid reflux, eating spicy foods is like pouring fuel on a fire. Many spices further irritate the esophagus and are often difficult to digest. Avoiding foods such as curry, hot peppers, and hot sauces will go a long way in preventing symptoms of GERD. A plain diet is the best way to avoid flare-ups. Tomatoes. Tomatoes and their derivatives are major heartburn triggers. This means you should stay away from tomatoes themselves, as well as tomato-based foods such as ketchup, marinara sauce, pizza sauce, salsa, and canned tomatoes. For salads and snacking, try switching to cucumbers, which contain a lot of water and are known to minimize the effects of acid reflux. Chocolate. We hate to be the bearers of bad news again, but chocolate is one of the worst foods for GERD sufferers. It contains caffeine, fat, dairy, and extra sugar, all of which aggravate acid reflux. If you have a sweet tooth and can't have chocolate due to heartburn, try fresh, non-citrus fruits instead. GERD is an unpleasant condition. It can wreak havoc on your digestive system and even cause other problems, such as pulmonary issues and sleep apnea. Since a poor diet is such a large contributing factor to GERD, making positive dietary changes can work wonders for alleviating symptoms and preventing future flare-ups. With a combination of improved eating habits and medication if needed, GERD can be manageable. We hope this video provided you with useful information. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching. Do you suffer from GERD? How has it impacted your life? What are some of the ways you cope with it? Share your experiences and tips in the comments.